appreciate it really deeply if people would keep bullshit like this off of my channel. Gamers are angry at the concept of 80% of gamers are buying digital. Sorry, no, that stat is bullshit. For one thing, it includes games that, don't have physical available as an option, so those can't be added to the number of the 80 to get to these numbers are massaged. They also include DLCs, which are not games in of themselves, and so they're the idea that these people are all buying digital and everything when they're buying our games that there are no physical copies available for, there's no competition, means that it's not fair to include those in the stat numbers and everything. So I can confidently tell you it's not 80% of gamers, and that stat is bullshit. It's manipulated, and it includes a lot of stuff like DLC downloads and games that have no physical copy and are all digital and everything. They're massaging the stats to get the numbers they want. Lies, damned lies, and statistics. And then this motherfucker comes in and he says, are you telling me gamers are crying that they want extra steps to play a game? Seems pretty fucking stupid to me. Do gamers want multiple disc games again? Yes, we do. Absolutely. 100%. Without irony at all. Why would we feel that way? Well, because if I buy a game and I've got a physical copy of it, I at least retain some of the value of the purchase. Now, sometimes it does decline in value. Sometimes these games do decrease in price and everything, but I've got pretty discriminating taste when it comes to games, and I can tell you that I just recently had to spend a huge amount of money on collecting the Growlancer games because I wanted to experience that, and everything. I mean, look at that. Those are ancient PlayStation 2 era titles, and look at that. They're going for $64 and $59. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous for a game that old and everything. The retro market is ablaze right now, and if you have high quality games that are sought after and everything on, the old systems, they're still going for a lot of money at this point. The retro gaming market is really ablaze at this point, and I want to retain the ability to resell my games to somebody else and everything, and to sell them off on my own. I don't want this whole system in place, and if that means that I have to cope with multi-disc systems, so the fuck what? See, this man only sees the convenience of things, but I'm willing to suffer inconvenience in order to retain value and my money. In fact, that is how I've managed to eke out an existence as a business at all. Basically what my business does is I do your shopping for you and cope with the inconveniences so that I make money. I mean, what am I doing by selling toys and buying from distributors and everything and selling them to people and everything, but for selling them convenience? What are they really paying for when they can probably get these damn things some other way? I will package it up, I will box it up, and ship it directly to your house. And that is how I've made money for quite some time. And so this idea of, I don't give a shit, actually, about the convenience of physical. I don't care that it's inconvenient and everything. I'd rather cope with the inconvenience and still have my money retained. At the very least, if I have to sell a game and I sell it at a loss, I still get at least some of my money back. But in this case, I will get absolutely none of the value I put into these things back in this physical-only world. It is worth it to me to sacrifice convenience in order to protect my budget.